These were never things that I should have had to deal with. When you have somebody who needs help, and they're in therapy and they're on medication and they're actively doing what they're supposed to be doing, you leave it alone. You don't meddle in somebody else's mental health. You don't decide when somebody else should feel safe going to therapy. You entered a mentally unstable person's life and made them afraid of receiving help, and then blamed them for being afraid of receiving help, and said that she just doesn't want to. I was receiving it before you came and filled my head with lies and made me afraid. That's why these channels have to be deplatformed, so that they can be held accountable for what they've done. It never should have happened. I should have been allowed to stay with my doctor, with my therapist, on my medication. It all should have been allowed to remain. Nobody ever should have contacted anybody, because it wasn't your place. None of you watching this, it was not your place to interfere with my medical needs. But you did, and you profited off of it. And now you want it all to go away, and it can't, because I'm not going to go away until I die, and even then, these videos will be here to tell people what you did to me. Why the last 2 years of my life were an absolute nightmare when it was supposed to be just getting better. I had just moved into my apartment when this started. I had everything going for me when this began. How do you sleep with yourselves at night and continue watching my spiral, knowing that you had a hand in it? That if you had just left me alone, or stuck to only criticizing and not actually contacting people to interfere with my life, I could have actually had a life. I could have built my home into a home I could feel safe in. But you needed money. You needed money more than I deserved a life where I could finally build up and be happy and be safe. And I'll tell the world every day until I die, because it's wrong. It's wrong. If I was able to stay medicated and in therapy while homeless, there's no reason I should not have been able to keep all of it in an apartment. The only reason is because of the physical interference in my life from these people who desperately need me to suffer and die so that they can earn money off of my pain. And they want to keep denying that they've done anything at all. But I don't know how you can. I don't know how you can look at who I was before, playing video games, living in a truck, still having days of happiness, and where I am now, and believe that the people interfering and profiting have nothing to do with it. That it's all just my choices.